What's up, everyone? My name is Ben Baker, and this is, once again, Cyberspeak, a glossary where we cover basic cybersecurity terms that you need to know about. Today, we're talking about identity detection and response, a key part of threat detection and response. But first, gonna give you a joke. Did you hear about the guy who invented the knock-knock joke? Yeah, he won the Nobel Prize. The Nobel Prize. Okay, now that we've knocked that out, let's dig into something a little more serious. What is identity threat detection and response, or what is ITDR? Identity threat detection and response, aka ITDR, is a cybersecurity approach that focuses on detecting and responding to threats targeting user identities. In a world where just log in is how work gets done, ITDR is how we make sure that people logging in are actually who they say they are, and that they're not up to something sketchy once they're inside. So, when someone asks, what is identity threat detection and response, this is how you can respond. ITDR protects your organization from identity-based threats. That includes compromised credentials, insider threats, lateral movement using stolen accounts, and all of the subtle stuff attackers do after they've bypassed traditional defenses. Because let's face it, today's attackers don't always break in, right? They log in. They go through the front door. And they're not just going after admins anymore. They'll take over a SaaS account, escalate privileges, and pivot to sensitive data and disappear before you even know they were there. It happens all the time. That's the problem ITDR is built to solve. It works by monitoring and analyzing identity signals across your environment. Things like login behavior, authentication method changes, unusual location or device access, privilege escalation attempts, lateral movement between identity systems, abnormal use of high-value accounts or service principals. All of that stuff monitors any abnormal behavior. But ITDR isn't just about spotting weird logins. It's also about providing context. For example, let's say an employee logs in at 3 a.m. from a new IP, bypasses MFA, and downloads a bunch of files from SharePoint. Individually, that might not trip any alarms, but together, that's shady. ITDR helps you connect these dots before the damage is done. Look, it's not a replacement for IAM or endpoint protection. In fact, it's the missing piece between them. IAM manages who can access what. ITDR manages what they actually do with that access. And when combined with things like XDR or SIEM, ITDR gives you a powerful lens into the human layer of your environment, the identities moving through your cloud, SaaS, and internal systems. You got to connect it all together, folks. Got to connect all of those platforms together, which is something we at Expel do through our platform called Expel Workbench. We pull in all that telemetry so that you can get the full context of the entire story. Yes, at Expel, we bake in ITDR into our managed detection and response platform. It correlates identity signals with endpoint and cloud. So when something suspicious happens with an identity, we don't just raise the alarm. We give you the full picture and guide you through the response you should take. All right, let's wrap it up. What is identity threat detection and response, or what is ITDR? It's your frontline defense against attackers who don't need to brute force anything. They just need a password. And if you don't have the visibility to catch that kind of threat, you're flying blind. Want to see how Expel helps organizations like yours get ahead of these sorts of identity-based attacks? Go to expel.com to learn more about our MDR platform that blends ITDR, XDR, cloud detection, all of your attack services into a full picture defense. Thanks for watching again, and remember, trust isn't a security strategy.